Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. Tourist about 2 hours to navigate the 9 kilometers journey. Our eyewitness reporter says this road needs urgent attention. Our next photo is from Calabar in Cross River State, showing another bad road. This eyewitness believes now is the time for government to repair this road. This picture is that of a flooded area in Arepo, Ogun State, following an early morning downpour. Our eyewitness reporter appeals for government's intervention. Finally, to Kogi State, where the price of fuel is now 105 naira per litre. This eye reporter believes the Petroleum Tax Force is doing its job. It's not doing its job in Kogi State. Apologize for the mix-up of pictures there for our eyewitness stories. We hope you keep them coming in. In spite of the warning by the Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arase, against the planned 1 million man march for Biafra, over 10,000 members of the indigenous people of Biafra today stormed Awka, the Anambra State capital, in continuation of their peaceful protest over the detention of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The crowd that trekked from Asaba in Delta State got into Awka around 6 p.m. And according to the Anambra State Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Ali Okechukwu, the march has been peaceful. Mr. Okechukwu said the police and every other security agency in the state are at alert to ensure the situation does not degenerate into crisis and disturb the peace of the state.
We need our freedom! We need our freedom! We need our freedom!
Is our freedom, and I came all the way from abroad for this protest. We need them to release our director Nnamdi Kanu and nothing more. That's what we need.
We have two grievances. Number one is the continued detain or abduction of our director, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the delay in the coming of Biafra. We want the state of Biafra without much ado, without much for that delay.
We cannot do marriage by force. We need freedom. The time Colonel Master will give us to stay together have expired. It's 100 years. It has expired. We want to go. We want to go.
It has been very, very unprecedented. We've been trying to cope with the mammoth crowd of the members of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB who have surged from Asaba in Delta State through Onitsha Bridgehead down to Awka, the capital territory of Anambra State. As a matter of fact, the crowd here is above 10,000 members of the indigenous people of Biafra. We've been trying to actually monitor their procession, and by our standard, it has been very peaceful.
Tragedy struck in the early hours of today when a mudslide wiped out 4 members of a family in the Sheri-Magodo area of Lagos State. The victims, ages ranging from 10 to 23, were asleep when the mudslide crashed into their room, burying them. The incident has sparked an investigation by the Lagos State Safety Commission into homes built along erosion-prone areas, as well as those by the Ogun River, which is a border access. Our correspondent, Orolua Shonibari, reports.
Confusion is taking over sanity. Everyone appears to be running with a sense of direction, but deep within, they're all lost for what to do. What can they do? They're facing an enemy who uses any means necessary to bring down targets. And today, a large number of the innocent are falling victim in the most brutal manner.
We have about 17 or 18 here in specialist hospital. Only one is a small female. Then we have discharged about 45. Half of the outpatients are minor injuries, which we discharge them. We have given them free medication. And the remaining 45, we are going to refer the serious ones, about 3 of them to FMC, and the 42 can be managed in the specialist hospital here.
This is a girl that came with this as a suicide bomber. People are praying in the mosque, and then you come and attack people. Is unacceptable, and it is very pathetic, honestly.
The question now is, who do you trust?
Edo State Chief Judge Justice Cromwell Idahosa has granted freedom to 8 inmates awaiting trial at the Awka Medium Security Prison in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Justice Idahosa says the occasion of the annual Chief Judge visitation provides the opportunity to review cases of persons who are being remanded unjustly for long periods without prosecution. A total of 1,168 persons are currently on the awaiting trial list inside the facility.
A gathering of magistrates, lawyers and judiciary workers for the annual visit of the Chief Judge of Edo State to the Awka Medium Security Prison in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Justice Cromwell Idahosa soon arrives at the venue, and it's down to the business of the day.
Let us now turn our attention to prison statistics emanating from over 240 prison facilities across the country. We put the total number of prisoners at 57,121.
There are over 1,000 cases awaiting trial in front of a special mobile court.
Introduce the electronic system, but what we should look at is, even before statements are obtained, what are the rudimentary aspects of it before statements are taken? That is the aspect we should look at critically.
For a long time, the accused persons didn't have lawyers.
In the end, 8 persons are shown mercy after being considered unlucky to be in prison custody. Justice Idahosa says the essence of the annual exercise is to decongest the prisons.
The reason why we do this is that there are people who are there who are not being taken to court at all. And it is very easy for the society to forget such people. That is why we do these periodic visits, because of things like missing case files, no witnesses are coming, all those kind of reasons. Then such persons, we give them relief by releasing them. That is what the Criminal Justice Administration Act is meant to do.
Reassuring words for many still languishing in various prison facilities around the country, while they endlessly await prosecution.
Back pain is a very common problem which affects most people at some point in their life. It may be set off by adopting a bad sitting, standing or lying position, or lifting objects incorrectly. In most cases, back pain will get better after some days or weeks, but some people experience long-term or repetitive pain. On our Focus on Health tonight, our correspondent Mary Alale Yusuf looks at causes of pain and how to reduce the pain burden.
Back pain can affect people of any age, but is significantly more prevalent in adults aged between 35 and 55 years. Experts say that back pain ranks as a major cause of disability and inability to work, often lowering quality of life. According to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, back pain affects 80% of people at some point during their lives.
A lot of problems of back pain, we cannot ascribe a definite anatomical cause to it. That's the one I said, non-specific. Then the non-mechanical causes are divided into tumors, benign, malignant, from other organs in the body.
Doctors urge that the time to pay attention to back pain is immediately it starts. But perhaps because pain usually resolves on its own, most people don't bother until it becomes excruciating or debilitating.
Obesity is a risk factor. It's a risk factor. We group it among the risk factor. Smoking, risk factor. Because they lead to faster degeneration of those shock absorbers. Working environment, kind of occupation that the person has, laborers, construction workers, drivers, long distance drivers. You get what I'm saying? and then those who work in where there's vibration.
There are behavioral modifications which could help with non-specific back pain, which is by far the more common cause.
Most people use the back muscle to lift objects. The back muscle is not meant to lift objects, it's meant to stabilize the back. There are basically 4 curves in the spine, the normal human spine. And these curves must be maintained, whatever position the person is assuming. Whether the person is lying down, the person is sitting, or the person is standing. It doesn't matter the weight one is lifting. Bending down in an awkward position is a risk factor to having back pain because it cumulates. That's what we call cumulative traumatic syndrome. So you do it today, it piles up. Tomorrow it piles on to you. Now do the one that they say is the one that breaks the camera's neck.
And how do you maintain these curves of the spine?
During lifting, you move close to the weight to be lifted, bend your knees and your back at the hip, then use your body to advantage. Lift the weight up, bringing it closer to your body. I'm putting it down, just go the reverse order. Lifting with our knees. Even doing most chores, we need to also know that we must not use our back muscle in achieving some of these things. Like for example, you want to wash, say in the toilet. Most people, or you want to iron. Some people iron on the floor or using the small center table. No, there must be a table that will keep your back, in a stable position.
Doctors may use a combination of movement therapy, manual therapy, hot or cold compresses to treat back pain, but where pain cannot be resolved, may resort to surgery. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.
When a News at 10 returns, more on back pain as well as the accident that occurred concerning the mudslide. It's the end of the road for some suspected pipeline vandals in Lagos State.